If you ever feel like the colors of your painting are not connecting together to create a believable environment, the first place that I would start is your shadows. There's an artist who reached out to me for help with his atmosphere. And as you watch this critique, I want you to think about the nature of shadow, the lifeless ambiguity, the suffocating veil, and then think about the clarity of light, the colors of day, the reflection of truth and beauty. Let's begin. Hey Shams, thank you for sending in your work for critique. This is really cool, fun story going on. You said that I think the color palette doesn't feel unified enough and is missing a sense of atmosphere, but I can't put my finger on why. Also, I'd love to be able to achieve that effect of implied detail with looser brushstrokes. Thanks. The first thing here is that the lighting is not the most clear. Let's just take a look over here. We've got light coming from the left, shadows on the right. Light on the left, shadows on the right, light on the left, shadows on the right. Over here, we have light on the right, shadows on the left. So that's another light source. So that's number one problem as far as consistency goes. So if everything is in shadow, let's think about like what the nature of shadow is. Shadows are a lack of visual information. Shadows are less. Light is more. Whatever the light is touching, whatever it's shining on, will give you more information, more details. You can see the texture of my beard better in the light than you can in the shadows. So let's take this color. It's a nice color. Let's see, we got a round brush, and now I'm going to just make these shadows blue. Why not? The atmosphere is clearly blue. The shadows on the pyramid way back there are clearly blue. Let's homogenize all of these things that are in shadow and give them a unifying color. You want looser implied detail. Shadows are the glue. Shadows are the key. Shadows just don't, again, they don't have as much information, therefore they won't have as much contrast. You got a lot of contrast inside of your shadows. Why? Because you want to explain information and details? If you want that, then why did you light the composition in this way? Where you place the light is where I will look. So I'm really thinking from this global picture. Connect everything together. So again, that's why I said shadows are the glue. The light is where we see uniqueness, contrast, richness of color, all these things standing out and becoming more themselves, more of their true selves is what's revealed in the light. The light exposes things. I dare say that I have made this painting more realistic with less. Now we can focus on the light. Where the light is, like in here, we might have the local color of the object being more visible, and now that light is a little more prominent. Where else do we want the light to be? What if this figure actually has a little bit of light on him? Because of the tree here, you could really show this like super selectively what you want us to see. Maybe there's just a little bit of light. This can be a little bit darker of a value, but a nice, richer, warmer color perhaps. We could play a little bit more with reflections now that we've already simplified everything, and that's actually connecting these even more to the scene. So I'm trying to find receding planes that face downwards, as you've already kind of picked up on. When you're ready to kind of bring in some contrast, maybe this is all too connected now, so you can use value contrast alone, darkening some things, create a little bit of distance between your figures and maybe some foreground objects. It's kind of cool to see, like you've already done so much work. Like if we look at the things that I've done, it's like a scribble, right? It's like a watercolor glazing. So you've done the hard work here, and I've just given it some consistency based on principles of light. This artist, Shams, and I are now talking about coaching lessons, and one of the fun challenges for me is to customize exercises that are going to directly help him improve right where he's at. So I'm thinking about doing these color mixing exercises for ambient atmospheric environments. This is one of the fun parts about coaching, is that you're working one-to-one with each student. I just love helping people see. I think that's a big passion of mine that kind of drives what I do, and this one-to-one coaching format is super fulfilling in that way. If you are interested in one-to-one coaching, then you can reach out or check out the link in the description. Take care.